We are back. We are here with Steve's Supergroup, everybody.
Hey, Steve Supergroup.
Hi.
Coming off a big win at the Atlanta Winter Improv League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so long ago.
Yeah, right.
I finally won something with a group and got a run out of it, and they immediately canceled it. It was awesome.
Like, wait, you won something? But where are you guys allowed to perform?
Our porches.
Yeah,
At this point.
Zoom amongst the five of us on Tuesday nights really is what we do.
Yeah.
We don't record it though.
It's like real insider art.
Yeah, then
Is
Anna
that
put
where
all
you
these
sit and have
pictures.
some of your best ideas?
Yes, I hope so. It's actually where I sit and have all of my worst ideas.
We played a pretty fun game the other night in those chairs. It's pretty iconic.
Very sad, much so.
Bless you.
Oh, we got that Rona.
Oh no. It's not what it looks like, you guys.
Killer.
It's allergy season.
Somebody spray it with Lysol quick. How did Steve Supergroup get started?
Each one of us had like a very specific vision of exactly what we wanted to do. And it's one of those things where the stars aligned. There was a falling out of another group, and like several other groups were kind of having issues working together. We found there was like a street light situation. We didn't know where we wanted to go to perform, so we just all met under this street light by chance. We started asking each other for suggestions, and the rest was history.
Well, the thing I've always loved about Steve's Supergroup is it feels very safe, but also like everyone's comfortable taking risks and kind of around, but everyone takes care of each other. So for me, it's just a bunch, like, it just feels like, how many are there? 6 of us, 6 friends that get on stage and mess around. So I don't know if any of us have been like, we need to do this one thing with this group. We're like, no, if someone asks us to perform, we'll just go perform.
Yeah.
I have no idea what makes it good. Like, I could not. There's not a thing like, there's some groups that you see and you go like, oh, they're really polished. Oh, you can tell like they're so fast and they just turn on a heel. I have no idea why this works. But like whenever we see each other, we just start laughing and playing.
And Megan and I just love each other so much that sometimes when the rest of the group isn't loving each other,
That's really the core. You guys are really the core bond that we are, like the hub and the spokes.
Yeah.
You guys are the hub. You guys are the
I'd say
hub.
Hannah and I have an extremely professional relationship, and that's where it ends. Her characters are great. Her character leaves you wanting.
Like, what's something that's key that you feel like somebody that's starting out should know?
It's all a matter of getting the reps in, like doing it as often as possible at any opportunity, and taking any of those opportunities and having the highest amount of fun possible. Especially coming and like learning, starting off, you start to get into this cycle of trying to get things right, and it doesn't matter. Like getting things right doesn't matter. Just do as much as possible and have as much fun as possible, and you'll find success.
I think the biggest tool that I use is to try and be fearless, because it really doesn't matter. Like you could think you have the best idea in the world and go on stage and it turns out it's the worst, and vice versa. You could have the worst idea in the world and turns out it's the best. So just, I think, approach being on stage with reckless abandon, kind of be on stage thinking like, well, if I'm never on stage again, I want to have put everything into this scene.
Blow your wad.
No.
Steve,
Sorry.
No, you keep your wad in. That's what fuels you.
That's what Napoleon Hill said in his book, isn't it? Just don't have sex and save it and turn it into creativity.
that's crazy. That's what everyone in my church said too.
That's what all my girlfriends said. It was super weird.
Keep your wad in.
I mean, also, like, kind of piggybacking off of Cole, I always tell people, like, it sounds trivial. I guess it sounds simple, but give a shit about something. Like, if you're on stage, if you go out there and you give a whether it's something small, like if someone goes out there and they're like, yeah, I'm trying to, they pick up an apple and they're like, oh, this is my first apple. You're like, if you care about something, just choose to care about something. So then that way, when that thing changes, or if someone takes a bite, like if you have that apple as an example and someone takes a bite out of it and you're upset or you're happy, like you just give it, and then you'll start responding more naturally and you won't be caught going, I don't know what to do.
Listen and support, whether it's your idea, someone else's idea. You could take any small thing and make it into something spectacular. And it's really just more of an art of that. So what helped me, and especially I think if you're in a beginning level, is just be flexible. Don't get too attached to any one thing, whether it's your idea or like getting to a place. Just like be very present and listen and absorb and like make what someone else is saying the most important thing that there is. Like if it's like, yeah, you ate all my ice cream. It's like, you ate all my ice cream? Like my dad gave that to me right before he died. You know what I mean? Like it was the last ice cream. It's what we shared. You know what I mean? Then you take just ice cream and a roommate situation and you make it something bigger. Maybe that's too quick of an escalation, but I don't know.
No, that's the most Devin escalation of all time. Like it's either my dad gave me that and he just died, or like every time I eat that ice cream, my explodes and now you're asking if you're gonna die, and you're like, well, now we're in this world. My favorite set is when Devin bent over and spread his cheeks and we all went inside his.
Yeah, that was
That would be your favorite.
Multiple. I hear people all the time when they're first starting out saying things like, oh, I'm not good, or oh, that wasn't, or this wasn't, or just like literally just qualifying everything that they do. And I would just encourage people not to qualify, because you are where you are on whatever journey you're going on, and there is no like A, B, C grade. There is no additional affection that you will get. There's nobody evaluating you. There's no end destination or state. There's just the journey. And with improv, I get to do that with people that I laugh a lot with, that are super supportive and super fun. And improv is a little bit more of like a personal journey that I do with a bunch of sweaty people that I don't know their names. So,
on stage, if you fail, most people are going to be okay with you failing on stage, and especially if you're in a scene with other people, they know how to play that with you. They know how to play that failure with you. And it may be something where everybody is doing the exact same thing and they're all failing, because then it becomes a game.
Steve Supergroup, thank you for the super awesome times.
Thank you,
And we
SSG.
look forward
Thank
to
you.
guys on stage.